Not so attractive guys. What did you do to get the girl? We were co-workers. We used to talk a lot and clicked when it came to sense of humor and goofing around. To quickly became good friends and then started dating. I was giving her genuine affection without an ulterior motive. Her family constantly put her down and was two-faced when it came to being nice. I was the counter to that. I was the escape. I finished my degree and moved with her 4 hours away. It was close enough to visit if we wanted but too far for her family to drop by unannounced. We finally had a calm life away from the stress and strife that her family caused. Then after she had her calm life, she no longer needed her escape and couldn't ignore the fact that she never actually wanted me as a person. She only wanted what I represented, what I no longer needed to provide. So she started cheating on me with someone who she was actually attracted to behind my back and his wife's back. 7 years. Gone. My love life has been downhill since then. British accent in Sweden. Australian accent in the USA. She fell off the stage while dancing at a nightclub and I caught her. She was a solid 8.5 and I'm a 6. No way I would have spent the night with her if I didn't save her from breaking her neck, haha. So banana peels worked. I see. One of my old HS friends, bless his soul, is pretty much the opposite of everything a girl typically wants in a guy. He's overweight, has poor hygiene, is chronically lazy, works a dead-end job in fast food, likes video games too much, etc. The shocking thing is that over the 7 or so years I've known him, he's had a number of girlfriends. The secret is that all the girls he's dated have been equally unattractive. Honestly, that's basically it. He didn't do anything out of the ordinary to get them. You know the hand trick where it appears that you are taking your fingers off? Hear that? Theatricality and deception are powerful agents to the uninitiated. I offer 10 goat for hand of daughter of village blacksmith. He say I add 2 chicken and he is agree. That is how I get girl. She asked me out, I have no ducking idea. She did say she liked how I marched to the beat of my own drum. So I should get myself a drum and march around town beating it? Got it. To be clear, it's the drum you beat. Took her on my boat. She couldn't say no. Because of the implication. I'm 6 feet 4. She's 5 feet 1. I think honestly she just can't see me very well from down there. As a bigger dude, I grew a beard that suited my face. Dressed in clothing that fits but compliments me. Smell nice and learn that girls want to talk, not just be heard. You said bigger dude with a beard, I'm already panting. I have a beautiful girl who loves me unconditionally and we cuddle all of the time. The trick is to go on lots of walks with them. Also adopting from the shelter because those are the ones that need it the most. I just flaunt my money. In hourly increments of £90. Solid tactic. Works 70% of the times. I have a split tongue and spread a rumor in high school that I'm willing to chow down for hours. That's how I landed my wife. 9 years in December. Killed her old boyfriend in one-on-one combat. At that point she knew I was the one. Until a new challenger arrives and defeats you. Your time is limited. Enjoy it while you can. Just confidence and treat them nice. I now have a loving fiancé and sweet 2-year-old and I still honestly don't know why she stayed lol. Edit. Thank you all for my highest upvoted comment. By being myself and no more than slightly going above and beyond. And always remember, shoot for the stars. Not all of them can get out of the way fast enough. You'd be surprised by what you can get by not psyching yourself out cause you think she might not like you. I had a high school friend that would ask out any good looking girl. He asked out more girls in school than any of our friends combined. He had 0 girlfriends. He always had dates to every dance but never a date. He kept it up and married a great gal. Pretty much the first girl to say yes. He is a successful dude and they have an awesome marriage. Lots of girls wish they hadn't turned him down. Make her laugh. Worst advice ever. I started tickling a girl at work and ended up getting fired and charged. She did laugh though. I am not a guy. But one of my friends, who just happens to have one of the happiest seeming relationships I know, has been with a guy that can be described as aesthetically challenged for 2 years now. He also never went to university, which is rare since all my girlfriends have boyfriends who are currently in uni have already graduated, and she used to say to me that it was a deal breaker for her. Everyone knew he was crazy about her, but she wasn't interested at all. We know him through some mutual friends. And 2 years ago we were on a party where my friend was very upset since she was having some problems. She got very drunk and ended up crying on his shoulder. Things led to another and she ended up spending the night at his place. The next morning she sends a message how he made her breakfast and that she will marry this guy. Let's just say he made a huge impression on her. TLDR, duck her brains out and she will be forever yours. Lower your standards. You'll be soaked. How low we talking? Mariana Trench low. Having confidence helps a lot. Just remember the following. Confidence isn't saying I know she will like me. Confidence is saying I'll be fine whether she likes me or not. Some dude on Reddit. Be fun. Not funny. I just had to stop at this comment. I honestly think this is really important and most people don't realize it. Be someone who is fun to be around with. Made a few jokes here and there. Got her to tutor me in math and the rest just came naturally, I guess. These threads are ridiculous because the last thing you want to do is follow some plan or detailed advice. Be who you are. Do what you love. Have faith in yourself. Don't let the presence of someone you're attracted to change that. As long as you do that and put yourself out there socially, that's the best you can do. It's not easy, I know. Attractive or not, my friends that have had the most success with women are the ones who can be themselves and not worry about impressing anyone or acting a certain different way. I've always been unattractive to myself. This year, I started going to the gym and lifting weights and exercising. After doing that for a couple of weeks, I began to carry myself differently. Like I was showing off my gains. In the last half year alone I've had 3 girls ask me out. I didn't agree due to personal reasons. When conversing with them, I actually found that they liked things like my sense of humor, the way I treated women, and they even admitted finding me attractive. I think the LPT is to be confident with yourself. The ultimate goal is for you to be happy. And if you're doing what makes you happy, things will eventually fall into place. 4 years of showing genuine interest in her and her life. Worked on not getting the girl but working on my lifestyle and mental health. Now the girls try to get me. Phase 1. Become best friends with a really hot girl. Phase 2. Do not make any sort of romantic move for several years. Phase 3. Provide emotional and financial support as a string of jerk boyfriends come in and out of her life. Phase 4. One day profess your love for her and sit back as she proclaims that she loves you and always secretly dreamed of this day. I'm currently on phase 3. I plan on initiating phase 4 any day now. Edit, spelling error. Edit 2. I added the second. That truly was the most foolish part of my comment. I liked her but she did not seem to think of me as boyfriend material. I look like a poor impersonation of Team America's Matt Damon puppet, after a few pleasant but very proper and friendly dates. I tried to explain I was more and more attached to her. She was surprised and replied she did not really think of us like this. After a few days crying away my pain and replacing the tears with whiskey, I was resigned to only see her as a friend, and invited her to a walk in the park to enjoy one of those rare summer days. Turns out it rained cats and dogs that day, so we went to the Natural History Museum instead. I walked her through the skeletons of dinosaurs, Triceratops, Plesiosaurus, Allosaurus and the likes. I named them and explained how fascinated I was with these creatures when I was younger. We talked for a long time about dinosaurs, sea mammals, life, the universe, and the rest. It took a few more dates before I finally got the courage to kiss her. But that dinner date was the turning point of her relationship according to her. The one afternoon where she actually thought, hey, this guy's cute. We will get married next year. TLDR. Dinosaurs got me a wife. Joined military. Lost weight. Gained muscle. Wasn't an asshole. Confidence can go a long way. I've always been overweight and a tad on the ugly side, but my wife is hot and I always seemed to hang out with hot chicks when I was younger, all due to the fact I had confidence. Got attractive. Lost 70 pounds. Drastically changed my personal hygiene and style. After that I was getting more dates a week than I had days off work. Found the love of my life shortly after. Basically, if you're being the best you can be, you'll have the confidence to know that any woman would love you. This probably will be buried. But as a 53-year-old, I think I bring some perspective to this question. 1. Just because you might place a high value on physical attractiveness, don't assume all, or even a majority of, women do this. Simply put, they don't. 2. Physical attractiveness has virtually no impact in the long run. Don't focus on looks. Treat her with respect. Make her laugh and feel beautiful. And you will get a woman's heart. Also, lower your standards and don't confuse confidence with arrogance. Good hygiene. If you can make a girl laugh, you can make her do anything. Not that often when you are 5 feet 1 inches. My wife is 10 years younger than I. She pretty much could have her pick of just about any guy out there. She is tall, blonde, and has a killer figure. I met her about 10 years before we started dating through her work. She was a CSR at an auto parts store and I work on a lot of cars. So we got to know each other pretty well. I ran into her outside of her work one day in 2014 and we struck up a conversation. I never thought I had the remotest chance of dating a woman like her. Next thing I know, we are at a homecoming football game. What do I do that her past guys didn't? I treat her right. I don't lie to her. I hold doors. I tell her I love her. I emotionally support her. I stand up for her. I have her back. Her son is now my son. I actually listen. I write her notes. She is my queen. And I make sure she knows it. She came to me at a really bad time in my life and said she liked me a lot. Didn't end well, but it saved me TBH because I was not in a good way. Good hygiene and confidence. If a girl is going to judge me based on looks alone, then that's not the type of girl I want to be with.